Yeah, you're all gonna die. I'm okay at this game. I'm not like win with Slug B okay, though. We'll see how this goes. Is this some sort of sick joke? Alright, we get 11 jumps out of Sector 1. That's not so bad. Ten jumps out of Sector 1. Why did I choose not to buy flak ones the last round? Well, did you see what happened on the last run? I don't know. Like, I don't... What's confusing about it? Because I was going to kill everything with pike beams. That's the reason. The nearby planet shows signs... Shows sign. Shows just one sign. I wonder... What one sign would represent habitation and great beauty simultaneously? I don't know. One, two, three, four. Maybe we'll just take empty jumps until we run out of fuel. Those jumps weren't even empty. They were like distress beacons that I couldn't do anything about. Oh, good. We have a medbay fight. They have a missile launcher. So we're going to want to Artemis. We just have to hope that that's not a strength 2 missile launcher that's hitting our crew, I think. Or our weapons, not our crew. I'm trying to escape as well. That is hitting for 2. I'm just gonna missile the system so that it stops. Seems like a good plan. We have a shield overcharger drone. This is some sort of sick joke. Use a heal bomb to get our slugs back to full health and move on to the next jump. Welcome to the Slug B. Does this ship start with an explosives replicator? No. Nor does it start with a med bay or clone bay, you may notice. It doesn't start with much. It starts with a crew teleporter and some slugs. That market is unfortunately not super usable. Actually, it is. We can sell our slug repair gel and the shield overcharge for a med bay. I don't want a med bay, I want a clone bay. Beggars, choosers, etc. right now, but yeah, I really do want to clone bay quite a lot. I believe we'll get a med bay or clone bay every time we're looking at a store which offers systems, so... we should find one soon. I'm gonna grab shields too. We're not gonna find another in this sector. We already saw both of the stores in this sector. Completely. Intense multivariate data analysis. What are you analyzing today? %50 chance to get a clone bay. Only if the store actually has systems, though. Not all stores have systems on sale. So it's a little bit worse than that. It's a good old-fashioned brawl. Ow. You guys want to know something cool? We're about to get set on fire, and we're not going to be able to work out where the fire is. Hey, it's there. And here. Okay, here's our quest beacon. You're quantifying the complexity of various carbon-based food sources and then comparing the overall metabolic activity of samples exposed to a specific resource across a discrete time frame. Discrete time frame. So you're stratifying on time frame? What are you... How are you analyzing it? Paramonos models. Thanks for the follow. Welcome to the stream. We want to have 50 scrap around for any store we hit, so I'm going to hold off on buying a reactor point, even though it would be very useful. I think we just kill this, yeah. Shoot some Artemis missiles at it. I'm gonna wait for it to come out of cloaking so that I don't risk shooting the missile and then having it cloak and having to deal with a lot more evasion. Start. Okay, and let them cloak. You're comparing how a bunch of bacterial communities eat food after I do a thing to them, so I have it before and after. The complexity measure is a secondary means of comparing the communities, so essentially I want to use a principal components analysis to see which communities are alike and what food they eat, and which communities are alike and how simple they... Sounds like too much work. Charge ion. Drains and locks systems charge multiple times. We can use this to... question mark. I don't know. Doesn't seem to destroy ships for me. I will absolutely buy 6 fuel for a little bit of scrap. I feel like you always have to buy fuel at some point in every run, and that's a great price. Weird sector layout. We have a very high ability to choose which jump we're going to, but they're all red. Like every single one of them. I think I want to aim for this one And an NG-controlled sector would be lovely for Sector 2. Find a lot of stuff just floating in space. Completely has been a wizard the entire time. Don't remember seeing you at the reunion. What wizarding school did you go to? He asks. I think you're lying. Is implied, not said out loud. I wouldn't say that out loud. That's sort of mean. 5, 6, 7. You're lying. Ahem. Do we want stores? Yes. So we probably want to get close to beacons quickly. Ah. The I'm lying school of wizardry. I see. I see. I get it. What the fuck am I doing? No idea. Please don't hit my... We're okay, fortunately. I will attempt to contact the Angie. They offer some fuel as gratitude. Very nice. No store yet. I'm just sitting on 81 scrap. It seems like that should be getting spent on stuff. There just isn't anything I can spend it on, really. Weapons buffer. Teleport buffer. No. Say no to that one. Okay. Yeah, where's my store, though? I mean, that's cool and all, but... Pretty sure these have 2 to 3 stores, in fact. Looks like these guys are going to come to us, and I don't believe they can hurt us. I'm wrong. I could have, what I should have done is shuffled who the Mantis was attacking there. And we could have come out of this with 2 guys at full health. Or, well, we could have basically used 1 fewer heal bombs to get through that, I think, if we had managed to make the Mantis attack the other guy, the other Slug. But I was not good enough. See completely. Enjoy your working. I will not hire anyone. My slugs are doing just great. Thank you very much. More importantly, I need to buy a clone bay. Please. Hello? Stores? Hello? Hello? Yes? Hello? Jorlak! Welcome. Jorlak's going to be in charge of engines, I think. For a bit. Since my slugs are already on the way to learning hand-to-hand combat properly. How about that scrap recovery arm, though? Looking pretty tasty. Small bomb's just doing the same thing the Artemis is doing. We can sell the charge laser. Can't really sell the heal bomb. We have 3 jumps left, so we can get out from here. Clone Bay. Clone Bay long-range scanners. Long-range scanners really good for us. They're not that great. We'd have to sell an ion charger, which is like potentially useful. So I think we hold off on long-range scanners. The healing burst will probably still see use, even though I have a Clone Bay now. Because we're going to have some... Wow. I found the stores. We're going to have some micro-intensive boarding stuff. We don't have good boarders, and we only have 2 teleporter slots as well. Stun bomb. We can dive for 2 extra jumps here. I think I'll pass. Let's go back. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Ooh, I wish I had long-range scanners. We could have gone abandoned sector and just dodged fights. I'm actually gonna go abandoned sector. The thing about the nebula is we just run into unmanned drones and we can't kill those either. I do have a clone base, so I can sort of kill Lanius ships sometimes, maybe, with borders, maybe. Ugh. We also get lots of really nice free item events in Lanius sector, but not this time. Buy a Lanius, maybe, probably not. That was a good free item event, though, as an example of what I'm talking about. There are no events that give you free Lanius. I'm not sure. I don't think I've ever seen one. We can kill this. That's a scary combat drone. Okay, rest in peace all of our experience, but we will be able to take the ship down. Maybe I should have just gone Nebula. I mean, we have to do this, which sucks, but we can kill them. The Slug death cry is really weird. Weirds me out. Why did they make that noise? It is very odd. Slugs are really good in nebulae. Well, the problem is ships without weapons aren't that great in them. But yeah, I mean, sure. Good thing none of these ships have a good salt supply. Salt would be the natural enemy of the Slug B. Either salt or an enemy ship with any systems. Either of those two things could probably pose us some difficulty. I'm gonna train weapons on my human while I do this, I've decided. I think I'm bored of doing that already. So we'll finish killing this piloting, and then the weapons will come back up, we'll kill them, and we'll be done with the fight. I vaguely remember when I had experience in these guys. It's like a distant memory, like a dream that I had as a child or something. What I'm doing here is leveling up my clone bay. It's a good call. It's a good point. The clone bay's experience is key to the success of the run. We can choose to put people on other places now, since they don't have any experience anyway. So I'm going to put the human on... No, that doesn't make any sense. Just do this. Do that. They actually did have a bit of experience. I take it back. All right, we're going to check out the market. We get 6 more jumps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6. Yeah, okay, whatever. Can switch to a med bay. Fascinating. Not the most exciting market I've ever seen. I think we can sell the stun bomb without feeling too bad about it, but this other stuff we should hang on to. Man, that was like scarring how bad that was. Grab this jump and then we decide whether we go up or down. You can buy a Lanius for 40 scrap. Are Lanius good boarders? They're sort of okay. They are awkward boarders. I think that 40 scrap for another crew on a boarding ship is going to be pretty nice, and there's definitely a chance that we end up boarding with that Lanius and have the fact that he drains oxygen from rooms be a big deal. Am I having a good day of FTL? Yeah, I am. I'm enjoying my FTL today for sure. So one guy is going to come to us. We're going to want to Artemis their weapons. 1000%. Like Artemis their weapons, then Artemis their medbay probably. I don't know. Actually, we could just Artemis their medbay. Probably. Take some damage. Too scary. This guy's just still on my ship slapping my stuff. Can you go away? Okay. I think I'll use a heal bomb. We're at 16 missiles. Sort of an interesting question. We can check out the wizard market first before we make that decision. Is the backup battery worth it? Generally, it depends. I think is the answer. Ion chain burst laser. Could buy the explosive replicator, or we could just buy 10 more missiles instead. Looks like nothing there. So, we have 2 more jumps in the sector. I'm going to go level 2 clone bay here. We're gonna cycle our borders a little bit. Saves us a missile and probably doesn't cost us anything. Ah, yes. Why does the wizard who is casting love have a frowny face? It is a mustache, yeah. The ship's not that frightening. They have a clone bay. They have... I think we kill this using 5 missiles, actually. It's gonna be weird. What I'm doing is I'm using my crew to pull their pilot so the missile can't miss. Wait, that Lanius is dead. Fuck. Okay, that's fine. I can board with the Lanius. I was too scared of their weapons, basically. But, like, yeah, I could have. I just really... I don't know. I didn't want to let them get a ton of shots off on me. I'm thinking about whether or not backup battery is worth it now, and I can't decide. Yes, I guess? Ooh, I think they had a pilot for that, unfortunately. Didn't quite manage to pull it off. I just... I just tried to click on this slug twice and move him into the Lanius room once, and instead of clicking on what I was trying to click on, I clicked on a door every single one of the times. What's my mouse sensitivity? 800 DPI right now. Maybe it has to go lower. Imagine being the Lanius and just watching the people walk in and die. Yeah. Probably a little weird. It's his own fault. I guess we're going pirate controlled. As it was our only choice. Still don't have, like, a gun. That'd be a nice thing to invest in. Get to actually take the giant alien spiders event this time. Let's grab another couple of beacons before this market. Okay, this is going to shoot missiles at me, mind control me. So we're gonna kill this, but we're going to do it using missiles and borders, I think. Please not my Colombe. Holy shit. It's a big missile launcher, huh? Maybe shouldn't have aimed that at my slugs. I don't know. All right, one more missile and we win the fight. I think that was worth doing. 30 scrap. 30 scrap's a lot of scrap. Yeah, it was probably worth doing. I could board with the Lanius. You guys are fucking geniuses. Genii. You guys are incredible. That's probably why I like bought him, huh? Yeah. Stuff like that is a little bit beyond me, I guess. I should probably start doing that though. Alright, the next time I fight an unmanned drone, I'm going to try boarding with the Lanius and see how that works. These are very advanced strats. Things that I wouldn't usually think of on my own. I found those door sounds to be very relaxing. Okay, I think we're okay to go after this jump. I think with the Artemis missile and the ability to pull the pilot of any ship, we don't have too much risk doing that. We got ourselves a Mantis. And we're rolling into the market with 107 scrap. All right, things are starting to look a little bit up. Cloaking, drone control, long-range scanners, another Mantis. This is a defense drone, drone control. So we could grab that plus cloaking and go full turtle. The only question is, can we actually kill the flagship? Yeah, we can. Can we kill other stuff? Maybe. Maybe. Okay, I think we'll grab the drone control. We're going to have to... pick up some way to deal with the crew on phase 1 of the flagship. I mean, maybe the Artemis missile just does that by itself. It probably does, to be honest. Like a firebomb or something like that would get us the rest of the way. Can I sing that quote? Don't worry about a thing, 'cause laser to the face gon' be alright. Every word I say is in songs for Wagglepuss. Yeah, I don't know. I have 5 drone parts. That defense drone will be nice to have right now, probably. I mean, I don't know. We're reaching a little bit still. I feel like we're on the way. Though. My Mantis got the first hit, so we should win this without too much trouble. And pretty quickly as well. Actually got out before the solar flare hit even. I didn't even charge my engines. Wow, I'm the best. Intruders on board. Gross. Get in. There's no oxygen in this room anymore? Okay, well, they're all dead. I am my favorite monster. Okay. Where did my hole go? Oh, I never fully repaired it. I will explore the asteroid field. We're rich. We're so rich. We're rich. Nice. We want to save for cloaking right now. That's the one thing that we are missing from a winning strategy. It's a scary ship. It's a really scary ship. Oops. My cloning bay is dead. Okay, gonna go ahead and pretend that we played that perfectly. Sort of a lot of stuff going on there. Could have turned off the charge ion at some point, I guess. I don't know. Hey, Caitlin. How was work? Did it rain today? It's been pouring the whole day. Wow. Somehow we survived the rain apocalypse here in Seattle. Didn't notice it happened. I could keep no oxygen in parts of the ship that I don't traverse. Yeah, I could. Like the piloting, for example, which I walk through every single time. Norman! So follow, welcome to the stream. I think it's better to have oxygen than to not have oxygen in the ship. Largely that's because I think that I am an imperfect human. Wagboom show to you as well, Kratons. Thanks very much for 4 months in a row. 4 months and I still haven't taken you out to dinner or even bought you flowers. Well, I don't know. Guess I'm a bad person or something. I try to be a good person. I will probably... Well, okay. So these guys are going to die to the asteroid field. We don't have to deal damage to them. I'm just wondering if we deploy a defense drone or not. It's 8 scrap to buy a drone part. We're not going hacking this run, though. I think we do. It shot the asteroid. Why did you shoot the asteroid? Oh my god, this this defense drone is not making me pleased right now. Alright, they're cloaked. We have no shields at the moment. for a really long time. My engine's fully powered? If they survive longer than me in an asteroid field while they have no shield system, I will be somewhat upset. Good. Our shields are back up. Let's repair this clone bay. There's no reason not to have the rear, right, and left doors open. The reason would be in the event that my oxygen got damaged and I needed to use the oxygen on the ship to keep my crew alive. I would want to have more total oxygen on the ship. And I think that it's pretty easy for that event to happen. If this resource gets to 0, nasty things can happen. So there's always going to be some reason to keep this number high. The oxygen number. You don't really have to think about it harder than that. Now, there are obviously also reasons to vent the ship, like if boarders drop in here, now they're taking damage. But, like, yeah, one of them is better than the other, but they both have advantages, so I don't know which one's better. I will attack the rebels here. Wow, we're all dead. It's too bad. Those are drone defenses? Fucking hell. Okay. Went all right. I'm going to not steal the civilian supplies. I'm going to go ahead and say no to that. A little bit low on hull at the moment. Let's space these two. Dealing with boarders is way more common than situations where oxygen drains completely. It's not very hard for me to deal with boarders. I have doors 2 by default and 6 crew, including a mantis. It doesn't matter which one's more common, it matters like where the greater impact is. I just want to upgrade my oxygen system for 18 scrap. I'm gonna take that, I think. Yeah. We'll go civilian sector, look for some stores. We have a hull to repair. We should probably get some scrap so that we can buy cloaking and get shields 3. Those things seem sort of important right now. There's a flak 1 here. Which I don't think I buy. There's a mind control here, which I can't afford. There are drone parts here. Drone parts are sort of interesting. I don't think we can get into buying drone parts at the moment, though. Okay. We need cloaking. Yeah, we need cloaking. I will intervene and defend the outpost. I want to hit their weapons with a missile or two here. This doesn't do anything, does it? Did we win? They won. It's nasty. Yeah, I do see the issue. Okay, so we didn't lose our Mantis, fortunately. We're about to die to that flak. Okay, we have one hull left. Died to the fire! Good. That was a nasty ship. Nasty, nasty ship. Would have been useful to have cloaking for that one, I think. They had, what, an 8 attack salvo that was lining up sometimes? That was really gross. Karma for not selling literally everything for flak 1. I never opened all the doors and vented oxygen to shields. Sure. Yeah, no, I didn't do a lot of things that I should have done there. Unfortunate. That was a scary ship. And Slug B is very, very micro intensive. Not an easy one to get a win with. The thing I like the least about how I played that was I didn't pull their pilot when I shot the first missile. I think had I successfully pulled their pilot with the first missile, which missed their weapon systems, that could have made a huge difference. And that's something that I should definitely be doing. Once it's like I'm fighting the boarding fight and trying to control my weapons and trying to repair things and my ship is on fire, at that point there is no reasonable expectation for me to do everything perfectly. It would be nice, but I'm expecting things to go wrong at that point. Things Fall Apart by Chinua Achebe. The Rock A ended Dolphins' 15 streak. Tawny Owl. Being a horrible space monster has some advantages. You'll be a human, the most fierce creature of space. I'm gonna throw Smurf on board and Smurf votes Kratons for human. Well, Kratons can be your Zoltan instead. Engines, piloting, weapons. So we want the Slug on piloting, the human on weapons. We start with dual lasers. We also have on this one a 2-power artillery beam. And Lido missiles. It's a strong ship. Hard for us to have really bad Sector 1s. Like, this ship's just really good, right? It's just a very good ship. Wow, we have, like, extra power to start. Nice. Hi, cat. There's a cat here. I don't know. He's just here. I used to be streaming, now I'm a cat pillow. I'm sorry. Hope you guys enjoyed the stream. This is my life now. You're immediately contacted by a settlement. I would keep playing, but he's like in the way of my keyboard. You immediately contacted by a settlement. Hello, travelers. Your ship seems to be outfitted for combat. Care to take up a bit of mercenary work? I will listen to their offer. A space dock is under assault from the rebels. Although the dock is technically illegal within their laws, it's very important for our trade. We'll pay you in fuel and scrap if you promise to save them. Wait, all I have to do is promise to save them? And where's my fuel and scrap? I just promised? I don't understand. I feel cheated right now. Get 9 jumps in this sector. Probably have to head toward that pretty quickly if we're going to do it. That's a store that we're rescuing. Plus the quest rewards, of course. You're pretty sure enemy ships only carry exactly enough fuel to find you. That's why there are so many distress beacons. Cat, I'm going to reposition your pillow a little bit. You're still fine. Cat is now in charge of the stream. He is all of the charisma of the stream from this point on. I'll lead these guys to their destination. That was pretty easy. Yeah, if you guys want to make a Zephyr emote, show me what you got. Rise to the challenge. Is toxoplasmodia the, like, bacterial thing that cats have given 60% of the humans in the world or whatever? I, like, 1000% have that. There's no chance I could have ever possibly not have that at this point. And it, like, makes me a zombie or whatever. That's unfortunate. For so long I tried not to be a zombie, and yet here we are. Can we bio-kill this? Probably not. It is the mechanism by which they control human brains. It makes me serve them. Alright. Well, yeah, it's working. I mean, I mostly serve cats because they're adorable and I like them, but also because my brain is infected. Resident Evil 3 was actually a metaphor about cats. You've given $20 in sub cash. You deserve a Jorb Zephyr. Weren't you the person that I played Cuphead for? I think your sub cash is already expired. I spent it all on Cuphead, if I remember right. Maybe I'm misremembering. 6, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh my god. Does this not work? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Toxoplasmosis, the only parasite that makes you sexually attracted to the smell of cat urine. Okay, I may not have it then. That's a relief. Yeah, definitely not experiencing that symptom. Oh, that wasn't you, Rudefall? Alright. Well, shit. I don't know. How much of my stream have you watched? Should we work this out? Let's say you watch 5 hours of my stream per month. At least. I just auto-fired my missile launcher and didn't fire my dual lasers. Ooh, they got the flak off. This misses. That fire might have bio-killed them. I was trying to cancel the shot, but then it just happened instead. You have 4,917 points. I see. Zephyr doesn't really love Faster Than Light. He's more into like Civilization or League of Legends. Those are his favorite games. Whoa, we're fighting people. When did that happen? That's a fire. Fire is now out. A positive to owning an outdoor cat, not dealing with piss. Yes, dealing with dead creatures instead. And all sorts of parasites. Hacking is here? Sector 1 hacking. With our RD beam, hacking is a little bit less exciting, but not really. Okay, so we buy hacking? Sector 1 hacking. Might be too early. Really don't want a hull smasher laser. Or a chain ion. Or a Hermes missile. Oh. What's going on with my green screen right now? Camera's really struggling with its white balance. Alright. My eyes are up here. It's by hacking. I'm not convinced that it's good. It feels too early. Like, I'm buying it before Shields 2. That just feels wrong. Maybe we have a strong enough ship for that to be okay, though. Yeah? Maybe. These guys are trying to get away. Let's hack their piloting, I think. And shoot their piloting. I shot a little too early. their engines. That should slow them down enough that we get... Oh, nice. Yeah, no, they're dead. It's a lot of fires. It's just gonna burn their oxygen, unfortunately. Almost managed to biokill them there. Okay, cost us just a drone part. We don't have a ton of drone parts, though. So that's something to look out for. My cats have typically been horrified by my incapability of feeding myself. My cats are all indoor cats though, so they just like bring me pens and stuff and then meow at me. They try as hard as they can reasonably be expected to try to get me to have an interest in hunting for my food, but nothing that they have attempted has yet gotten anywhere. I guess we're going Uncharted Nebula. We're gonna go to the bottom one, because I'd probably rather a red sector than a purple one. The artillery will always fire. It selects a place it's aiming at randomly. You can depower it, and it will start to charge down. So you can, if you want it to be a little bit slower, you could juggle it here. See what I'm doing? So it never fully gets to the top, but is still sort of close to the top for when you want to shoot it. Not something I'm going to be bothering with a whole lot here. Take my cats hunting. No. When my cats do get outside, they either get fleas or hurt themselves a great deal. So I'm alright with them staying inside. They're not the best at being outside, these ones. Ship cannot hurt me. We can probably biokill them by hacking oxygen. Turn that off. Maybe I need like level 2 hacking though. It seems... Yeah, it seems weird to try this. They have level 2 oxygen. There's absolutely no chance. Hey, I wasted a missile too. Nice. So we're gonna let this guy leave the room. That's thing number 1. Anytime now. On the bright side, it will take them a very long time to repair it once it is dead. We need to get a bit of luck. We need to hit twice. And then we're going to hack. And then we need to hit twice again at the end of that hack, basically. Waiting for this door to shut. Cool. Okay, I'm gonna try try something different then. Let's try hitting with the Lido beam first, so they have a bunch of different rooms to think about repairing. Nobody saw that, by the way. And maybe that will pull their pilot, which would be extra good. Yeah, somewhere next sector, there's a ship that just took 2 shots to its oxygen. Oh, I did that too soon. Okay, their oxygen is down. This will unfortunately kill them if it goes. What we do now is we let it go down. This guy's going to repair it. And the second he finishes repairing it, we hack it. And then shoot it again. We have to hit twice. Let's power missiles. Trying to get away. Curious. Will you fucking not? They want to surrender. Of course they do. I will not accept surrender, though. The drone part's sort of nice. If he repairs this, we just hack it again. It's no big deal. Sorry, just had to re-swallow the contents of my stomach there. That was fun. Alright, fuck me. We needed a few more Jorb's blesses in chat there, I think. Are we having dinner? Do you want to go out for dinner? No. Okay. Sounds good. Sounds like we have a plan. These guys can't hurt us, I'm pretty sure. 2 basic lasers. So we just go over here to power oxygen and then auto fire this on their oxygen, I guess? Did he just break, jump, and bio die at the same time? I don't think it broke. Fancy play syndrome. Sort of. I think fancy play syndrome. No. It doesn't apply here. It sort of does. Yeah, sure, it does. It's just a dumb metric. How about that? It's a dumb syndrome. Fancy play syndrome is when you try something... I'm trying to work out how to word this in a way that's fair to the idea. It's when you try something overly complex to achieve a slightly better result than something nowhere near as complex would achieve. Basically. With the problem being that doing complicated things to get better results is actually inherently, like, that's how you win and get better at games. So, yeah. I'm not accepting surrender. We've got plenty of fuel, plenty of missiles. Smurf is staying up to watch the demise of the ship. Well, I'll get us there soon, I'm sure. See if we can train some dodge. Our oxygen's on fire. Unfortunately, they have rock crew, so... Attempting a complicated maneuver to achieve slightly better results. I think, okay, fancy play syndrome is probably when somebody does that non-stop or constantly and it causes them to be worse at the game. I feel like as I have used it in my life, it carries a connotation of like the person is trying to show off or be cooler than is necessary. Maybe I'm doing that, I don't know. Am I cooler than is necessary? Do you guys think I'm cooler than is necessary? I bet you do. Oh, I bet you do. Oh, that's too kind. I think there's a clear delineation, though, between, like, trying to learn how to do things which are going to be 100% reproducible and, like, trying to be overly fancy in ways that are not necessary at all. I'm not sure exactly where the delineation is, but I'm sure that there is one somewhere. We're going to attack this ship. We don't need shields on this one. I don't want to hack. We're just going to eat the missile, unfortunately. Gonna eat 2 missiles. Is that a breach? Sounded like a breach to me. How did I miss? Okay, our artillery beam's gonna win this fight for us. Good kill. Fancy play syndrome needs to include the word unnecessary in the definition. Yeah. Well, what I was doing there clearly had a better result, because bio-killing is better than destroying the ship. I don't know. This is probably something that people don't care about at all, and we could stop talking about it now. I'm sort of interested in it, though. Fancy play syndrome was a like term that was used all the time in poker, and it's like now people who play poker get absolutely destroyed and shat all over by people who are making those plays. So maybe it's just like a bad definition. Did Jake fix his game? He fixed some of it. Definitely didn't fix all of it. You guys have a bomb coming at us. They also have a boarder on his way to our weapons. Just gonna pull everybody. I'm gonna play this one like I think the AI would play it. Okay, I think we won. How do you fancy play syndrome in poker? Maybe something like calling pre-flop with aces. I know that calling isn't particularly fancy, but yeah. Rebels slip away. I'm gonna upgrade my sensors. I think we might end up in another nebula, and not having sensors upgraded sucks. Oh, you can get so fancy in poker. What? Poker is just a game of chance combined with deception? No, poker is a game with a gargantuan game tree, which you have to navigate. It's, it's just chess, but you add probability. That's what poker is. Default form of poker switched to Texas Hold'em in the past decade. I think longer than that. It's because Moneymaker won the World Series of Poker, which the main event has been Texas Hold'em forever. But that was when, like, common people found out that that was a game. Common people. I want to live like common people. Got double rewards from that one right before the market. That's awesome. I almost want to buy crew. Nope. Alright. There may be a store in here somewhere. Go check out those jumps. They forgot to have shields. Okay. Questionable. We want to set a fire to that system? It's just chance whether we can or not. I mean, that's the marketing of poker, Andy Fringe. And the exact words you say are true as well. Well, not the part where it's all about luck. But the part before that was true. Or the part after it was true. People study how to play poker for like 10,000 hours, Sazabi, and still haven't worked out like fairly simple parts of the game. It's a hugely mathematically complex game. Sazabi, you need to read about AI in these games or something. There are like more chess situations than there are atoms in the universe or something. Hold on. How many possible chess positions? Chess is infinite. Yeah, well, chess is also, like, the game tree is infinite because it can go forever. There are more game trees of chess than the number of galaxies. And more openings, defenses, gambits, etc. than the number of quarks in our universe. I mean, that guy got poetic with it, but chess is a ginormous game tree. They've just gotten really good at pruning it using AI. It's really cool how they manage that with computers. You said it in a way designed to be personally irritating to me. I have probably some... What's the word? Like tics, except more medical. Thank you for the 100 Wizards of Love. Potato. I think I'd name my turtle Horus. I haven't thought of anything better. Chess AI is like neural networks. Um, Chess AI is Chess AI. Okay, I know there's a game. Chess AI combines three things these days. These are the three main concepts of chess and like Go AI and stuff like that. It combines the idea of analyzing a position and working out who's better. And typically how you do that is with like an analysis function, which just has a list of things that can be going on. The list could be really, really, really long. Like, is the king on the same file as something else or something like that? Could be one of the elements of this list, which is gargantuan. And then it weights how important those are. And there can be like coefficients, like this is more important if this other thing is happening, and so on and so on. And an AI can run through this evaluation function of position very, very rapidly. So that's one element of what's going on. A second element is that it has tree navigation. And typically, in the past, engines have used something called a min-max algorithm to navigate the tree. So the engine sits and looks at this tree, and it sees that there are like 60 possible moves right now. And it looks at all 60 of those moves, and it evaluates every position that can come from that. And then if that's the end of its evaluation, it will just go ahead and make the move that is best for it looking at that. But if it wants to continue looking, it will look from those 60 moves. They'll each have 60 moves. So now we're looking at 3,600 positions, which it has to evaluate. It'll look at which response move is best for its opponent, and it will assume that its opponent makes the best response move. So that's like when it moves, it makes the best move according to its positional evaluation. When its opponent moves, the opponent makes the best move according to its positional evaluation again. So that's the min-max algorithm, and there have been some really cool advancements because that game tree gets intractable very quickly. It's way too large for the positional evaluation mechanism to evaluate every position of something that's quickly reaching billions and billions of positions. So you use tree pruning, and it's sort of, that's one of the ways that you do it. You use tree pruning, and it's sort of a it's sort of cheating. Like you tell the AI that certain moves are just not moves that you would consider really. So the AI doesn't have to spend energy looking at them, or maybe doesn't have to spend as much energy looking at them. Because of tree pruning, some of the really sophisticated chess AI, which can beat the best human chess players in the world, fail to solve like fairly simplistic chess puzzles because they just don't look at the right move, because they don't think that it could be the right move. So those are the two like old guard sort of things. Well, three with tree pruning. And then people have more recently gotten into applying Monte Carlo navigation to these systems. So what they do is, instead of saying you have to look at all the positions, or saying you have to look at, you know, all the positions except for these ones, you don't have to look at them as much, they now start saying like, okay, so looking at these positions, we're like relatively confident that these are the important ones, and we'll prioritize looking at those ones. And they sort of add noise to their positional evaluation function to say like, we think this position's good for us, but maybe it's not that great for us. And they get much more complicated at navigating the tree. And that's what's like sort of pushed them into insane, unheard of realms, and why they're now beating humans at Go and stuff. Yeah. And so like the Go AI is on a neural network. It's talking with tons and tons of computers at once, and it's using probabilistic navigation of a game tree, which it's evaluating with a sophisticated positional evaluation function. It's really, really cool and complicated, and also broken down to the smaller parts. It's pretty simple and powerful. It's terrifying how strong it is. Because this is something that you can then add to other things in life. It's something that's very Um, didn't get another crew. What's the word? You can like look at how it can be applied in parallel in other places. My cat finally left my lap. You understand approximately 70% of what I said. Well done. There you go. This is Flak cruiser. No, this is an artillery beam cruiser. It's also scalable, yeah. The big question in chess computer theory is if there's only one Nash equilibrium. Or that white will always draw. What do you mean only one Nash equilibrium? I don't know what that has to do with Nash equilibria, anti-French. I'm not going to hire any crew. Maybe I should have. I wanted to go to the market next, though. There's nothing here. All right. Well, we have a fire beam. There's a defense drone. But that's our last system. I'd rather have cloaking by a good distance. Let's get out of here. Improved scanners. This should be a biokill now. Yeah, they're gonna missile launcher us, which is a little bit scary. So maybe we missile them first, and then we charge up the fire beam. Maybe this shouldn't be a biokill. I don't think this is a biokill. I've changed my mind. I'm going to let them shoot the missile, though, rather than spend the drone part on hacking. We could get ahead of their salvo with a drone part. Okay, we're just hoping that we keep the missile launcher offline long enough for the artillery beam to win this for us, basically. Nice fires. I'm flipping the fire beam. Should've done it faster. Damn. Just said I wasn't going to do this. That should... yeah. Should be a biokill? Unless they try to run. But they're not trying to run. They should... You're a little bit obsessed with making the correct play in real life all the time, at work, when you drive, etc., so you definitely don't hate the chess rant. Yeah, it's a cool way to approach life. Can sometimes be an exhausting way to approach life too, but thinking about optimizing systems is pretty important to helping society to function. I didn't turn it off. Tawny did what must be done. Yeah, you sure did. Multiplayer FTL would be pretty cool. I think so too. I think it would be really fun. Although, just shooting at the other guy's weapons might be too strong. I don't know. It might be very one-dimensional, I guess would be my only concern. I'd rather go fight some pirates than go to a nebula. I would have loved abandoned sector here, but pirate controlled isn't that bad. Go up faster than light. I'm not sure how much cooperation there actually would be. This isn't an asteroid field. We're going to want to use the missile launcher a bit here. I don't know if we use a drone part. Our missile gets in before their burst laser. So probably not. Probably not. We can't actually get through their shields with anything other than the missile launcher. So that's fun. What I might do is missile their weapons, then start charging the fire beam, hack their shields. And hopefully get the fire beam in? It doesn't work. Why haven't I buffered weapons yet? I might just kill them with the artillery beam. Artillery beam and missiles. Not a great start. Pretty bad start. Holy shit, you destroyed the weapons? Wow, what a monster. We no longer have evasion. We no longer have shields. The artillery beam's still up, though. This is pretty bad. Wow, that was a terrible artillery beam as well. We dead? We might be dead. Our engines aren't powered. You just killed my guy? Why'd you do that? Okay. So my summary of this run is that we got to Sector 3 and ran into Burst Laser 2, basically? I don't know. In an asteroid field? I don't know. I mean, I died with 102 scrap. I don't even know what I could have really spent money on that would have made me not die there, though. We could have tried to get away. It's okay. Like an alright run. We had very mediocre Sector 1 and 2. The ship was not anything to write home about as we went into Sector 3.